Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. If you love fried rice, then this video is for you, particularly if you like to cook different kinds of fried rice. When I introduced my fast cooking system to my friend Jeremy, he was delighted to use template-based cooking for create almost infinite number of fried rice. He is a great fan of fried rice, and he particularly likes shrimp in fried rice. But what he does is that he used a basic template to create this shrimp fried rice. When he told me about how he makes this shrimp fried rice, I find that this is a good opportunity for me to use this example to illustrate template-based cooking, particularly template-based cooking dealing with cooking fried rice. My fast cooking system has 4 attributes, that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Template-based cooking turned out to be the critical component of the cooking system. So okay, let me use this example to demonstrate to you how this cooking system actually works. Jeremy walked in the kitchen and he decided that he would like to have some shrimp fried rice that evening. So all he has to do is to go into the freezer and took out a few shrimps and he thawed them in some lukewarm water. And now the beauty of the fast cooking system is that you can make home cooking spontaneous as well as intuitive. Instead of have to rely on recipe, you use template because template provides you with a general guideline and you can make modifications very much depend on what is available to you as well as what you feel like to have in that evening. So you don't have to plan ahead. You just have to have the system ready for you to cook with spontaneity and intuition. So to cook the fried rice to make the shrimp to fit into the fried rice properly, Jeremy cut them into small chunks. This turned out much better than use like small shrimp. The goal of the fast cooking system is to be able to make use of whatever ingredients that you have on hand. In here, Jeremy found some mushroom already sliced into thin pieces. So all he has to do is to cut them up into small chunks because that will allow him to fit the mushroom better into the fried rice. And the reason fried rice is often viewed as a dish of leftover ingredients for rice. Definitely, because that is the only way for you to cook a good fried rice. The rice has to be left over and has been stored in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. If you would like to cook without recipes and use a template, this is a good demonstration of how it works. The first step in this template is to fry some egg. And you can use as many or as few eggs that you would like to. The main thing is that you should season the wok with the spot seasoning method so that the wok has a non-stick cook surface because you do not want the eggs to stick to the bottom of the wok because that will not work for the fried rice. For this particular template in cooking the fried rice, the egg is fried in advance. There are many different other templates for cooking this fried rice. For example, you can cook the egg together with the rice, but it is a preference of how you like the egg. In this case, Jeremy liked the eggs to be in more distinctive pieces. Now, food has a lot to do with texture. In this particular dish, the texture of the egg could be very important to the preference of a particular individual. As for this particular dish, I'm going to use 3 cups of rice. As I mentioned before, this rice has been in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. This allows the rice to dry out. It is important for the texture of the fried rice that the rice kernel are very distinct. And this is also by having the rice slightly dry out, they will be able to fry in the wok and to give them a slight crispy texture. Now, breaking up the rice obviously is very important to make a fried rice. And here is a way to break up the rice using a kitchen tool frequently known as the hamburger meat smasher or hamburger meat chopper. It is used originally for cutting up or for breaking down hamburger meat, particularly in the case of making a spaghetti sauce or making a chili. But it turned out that this tool is extremely useful for breaking up rice to make fried rice. And if you want to make fried rice right, you definitely need to have one of these tools. And once the rice has adequately broken up, I switch to a wok spatula. Now, a wok spatula is essential for stir frying because it is designed specifically for that purpose, that it will fit the contour of the rice so you can store it with speed and efficiency. You also notice that the size of the wok for making fried rice is very important. This is a 14-inch wok, and anything smaller, you will find it difficult to keep everything inside the wok. A wok size like this not only make the stir frying easier, but it also will prevent food ingredients to spill out from the wok. By this point, the rice is about 50% cooked. So next, I add the shrimp to the wok. The shrimp will cook quickly. This is the reason I add it later, because by the time when everything is cooked, the shrimp will be just perfectly done. I call this sequential stir frying. Next, I add some frozen vegetable to the wok. A frozen vegetable mix with carrot, green beans, corn, sweet pea, and edamame turn out to be a very nice combination in creating interesting flavor and texture in the fried rice. Now, in this case, Jeremy also has some fresh mushroom, so she another aspect in terms of flavor and texture to enhance the fried rice. And that's the reason why he added. Another reason is because he happened to have some portobello mushroom in his advanced prepping. When you come to a template, you can make adjustment to the ingredients that you add to the template. A template provides the flexibility to incorporate different types of food ingredients to create the type of flavor that you love and enjoy. In a template, you can season the dish very differently each time. In this case, I want to season it very lightly with a basic seasoning mix that I put together. In this basic seasoning mix, it contains ingredients mainly to enhance the natural flavor of the food ingredients. The basic seasoning mix is designed to elicit umami flavor in the dish. So if you want the dish to be a little bit salty, you can add some extra salt, and this is part of the flavor chasing strategy. Again, because this is template-based cooking, and together with flavor chasing, you have the latitude to season the dish exactly the way how you like to, instead of following specific instructions in recipe-based cooking. And using this approach with template-based cooking, you can create many different versions of the fried rice simply by changing the ingredients that you use to make the fried rice. In this case, I'm using frozen vegetables, but in other cases, I will use, say, broccoli stem, which turn out to be excellent for making fried rice. Similarly, you can season the fried rice in many different ways. For example, you can season the fried rice with sauces. You can use oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, or any sauce that you would like. And it is a time for experimentation when you cook with a template, because the template is not restrictive. Instead, the template is provide you with possibilities, with openness that you can try different approach. You can experiment each time when you cook. Template-based cooking make home cooking intuitive and explorative without the restriction that imposed on by recipe-based cooking. In here, I garnish the dish with some scallion that I happen to have in my advanced prepping. And template-based cooking allow you to make use whatever ingredients that you have. This will reduce food waste. And finally, I decided I'm going to garnish the dish with a little bit of oyster sauce. This will make the dish both more interesting in appearance and also more flavorful. As long as you understand the template of this fried rice, you can create infinite versions of fried rice. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun. And by using my fast cooking system, you can make home cooking as part of your daily routine. Through home cooking, you will have much greater control of the type of food that you put into your body. And the end result, it will provide you much greater health and a long-term well-being. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will see you tomorrow. So keep on cooking.